We're recording.
And as always, welcome into Unloading the Box Truck. Here, our Monday weekly show. Co-host Coochie Dean here with other co-host Pickle. Pickle, how we doing?
Fantastic.
Fantabulous. And always other co-host D-Money. D-Money, what's up?
What's up, boys?
All right, so we're going to start off a little bit different here. I'm going to read lyrics out of tempo of a song, and first one to guess the song wins. You ready? Clue, this song in the United States went diamond. Do you know what that means?
Highest of the high.
Really
10 million streams. Like 10 million listens from individuals, not from like radios, I think that's what that means.
An era.
Before 2010. Okay. How about that? Okay.
Wait, how we chime in? Like, you gotta say your name first, or
I'm gonna say like 3 lines of the song, just random part. Ready?
go ahead.
And then you guys will be like, "Ooh, I think that's this." Boom. Ready? Because they fill the open air and leave teardrops everywhere. You'd think me rude, but I would just stand and stare.
Is this a Taylor Swift song?
Nope. Oh. Do you know the song, Dylan?
No.
Leave my door open just a crack. Please take me away from here, 'cause I feel like such an insomniac. Please take me away from here. Why do I tire of counting sheep? Please take me away from here when I'm far too tired to fall asleep.
This is some encryptic shit.
I'd like to make myself believe that
Oh!
turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I am asleep,
myself believe.
because everything is never as it seems.
I don't know.
Fireflies?
Fireflies by Owl City. There it is. Yep. There it is, folks. Welcome to the show. I think that's kind of fun.
Love that.
Next week, we'll either have Dallas or Pickle read, and we'll go from there.
That's a good one.
Yep. Busy week.
Yeah, really busy week.
Multiple reasons.
Let's jump right into it.
Perfect. Hit us with it.
XFL, it started off.
Sea Dragons are on fire.
Practically like volcanic ash.
Just picked up.
Hot. Yeah. I love the mid-year transactions in the XFL. It's insane. There could be 2 totally different teams from one week to the next. I mean, for instance, just like the Brahmas not this past week, but 2 weeks prior, they played the Renegades both weeks, and they were 2 totally different teams each week.
It's awesome.
So, okay, so Sea Dragons got it off. They start off hot, 24-15 against the Renegades on Friday night. And then on Saturday afternoon, the Brahmas lost to the Vipers 26-12.
Wow. Ooh, 26-12 too. That's not a good look for the Brahmas, but good for Pickle.
Yeah.
Pickle, comments on that one about how your Vipers played?
Started a new quarterback. Offense looked way more efficient.
Got it rolling. Who's that other quarterback?
Don't know.
Oh,
It's
I watched the game.
Over Perez?
yes.
Perez is, yeah.
It wasn't.
Did not play well.
Really?
Here, I can tell you. McClendon, yeah. Here, let me pull it up here. What was his first name? Jalen McClendon. Couldn't tell you where he went, but he's a good looking sucker. He can throw it too. He had some like timing routes down with his receiver, like back shoulder
Like they knew
on the sideline.
they had chemistry.
Well, but I will tell you, he did play with one of the receivers from the Vipers in college. I did hear that. I did hear that on the broadcast.
Well, yeah, that's huge. What other games you got for us?
Here, let me hit the back. Guardians. Ooh, tight game here. 37-36. Guardians over Defenders. So that's a 1-6 team, worst team in the league. Was an 0 team. Just beat the undefeated Defenders
You are lying.
by 1.
It's electric.
Wow.
And what's crazy, in the final quarter, the Guardians only scored 6, and the Defenders scored 8. So what if they would have went for 3 on that touchdown? They should have. Why did they not? That doesn't make sense to me. But maybe the Guardians kicked the field goal at the last second. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
context.
I didn't watch the game. Contacted a lot.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then the weekend cap on Sunday, Battlehawks took it to the Roughnecks 24-15. AJ McCarron's still hot. Went for 222 and 3 tutties in the air.
I don't think he's ever been ugly.
No. Nice.
That was a good one.
Especially his girlfriend.
Yeah.
His girlfriend is
Or fiance.
Wife now, right?
Or wife.
Shirley.
she's a good looking lady. How about
That's it.
what about when they showed Ryan Tannehill's girlfriend when he was playing for A&M?
I don't recall.
Dude,
I do remember when they showed AJ McCarron.
Well, everybody
Brent
remembers that.
everybody remembers that.
Love that.
Brent.
Brent Mushburger.
Papa Scooch's
Yeah,
twin.
he's like, get yourself a. If you're a quarterback, he's like you
Quarterback in Alabama
you are
right there.
You are set up.
Meanwhile, Papa Scooch sitting at the house saying, that'll happen on them big jobs.
Big job.
Anyhow, that was actually a pretty good week for XFL. That was
Big
some
day.
good action. Up this week in XFL, Vipers got the Battlehawks, so the Vipers are coming off a big win to take on the Battlehawks. Battlehawks are a tough team. Renegades are...
Dallas totally got duped by their April Fool's joke about moving to LA.
I did.
Send it
Big
to
time.
me.
I sent to Scooch. I was like, wow, that was long-lived. And he's like, for my credit, Scoocher did too, because he just texted back, wow.
Well, okay, I just read what he sent me.
That's all I did. I just read the post. Anyway,
Read the post. What?
dude, it got me. It was believable.
But
Did you see the post?
I did not know.
Very official.
So the Battlehawks put out a official message that said, at the conclusion of this year, we'll be moving our franchise to Los Angeles.
It says official statement from the St. Louis Battlehawks and the XFL.
It was official.
That is legit.
After this, I got a good April Fool's thing for you. Renegades go to the Guardians on Saturday afternoon. 2 o'clock game on Sunday. The Roughnecks play the Brahmas in San Antonio in the Dome. So that'll be a good one. And then possibly the 2 hottest teams in the XFL. Defenders take on the Sea Dragons in Seattle.
Ooh.
That'll be a good one.
Are they really that hot right now?
Well, the Defenders are going to be pissed. They just lost to the worst team in the league. So,
My Sea Dragons ain't got
line there's Seattle -1, so that should be a tight one.
My Dragons got that sea tide rolling over there coming into the beach, and they are excited.
Yeah, no doubt.
After XFL, where do we want to take this?
Well, I had something that just came up, kind of an idea.
Go for it.
Have you guys ever played an April Fool's trick on anybody?
Not really, no. Just like a little joke.
What about you, Dale? So, when I was in college, my sophomore year, my best friend in college, and actually my best man at my wedding.
Sure.
Yeah, no. We were both on the track team
Oh.
in college, and I was an RA, so I had access to the mailroom. So I wrote a fake offer letter to my best friend
No.
and put it in from the University of Oregon.
Wow.
Official, like it was like letterhead
Was he
shit.
good
Like,
enough to get
yeah, he really was. But it was hilarious.
Is this how you learn to do Photoshop? I mean, this has to be next level. I got to learn.
No, not really. Not really. I found a letterhead on Google and worked with it. But like I had to print on the envelope. I printed like letterhead, like you know how the like normal
Yes.
university.
What'd he say? Was it
Dude,
freaking out?
he was freaking out.
Next, how long did you let it go? Because any longer than 5 minutes, you're an ass.
Well, I wasn't there. Like I just put it in the mailbox and just let it eat.
You didn't tell him?
No.
Like you let him open it and then you walked away?
I told his girlfriend, and then is that somebody knocking on my door? We're live. What do you got?
Oh.
We're recording.
Thank you.
Hey, lock that door.
Walkie talkies.
Where are we at here? 9 minutes and 45 seconds. We'll have to cut that. Anyways, possibly.
Live.
Anyway, so I left it in his.
It's funny how we say that because we're not live.
We're not live.
You literally just talked about editing something. It's not live.
Could be.
But we're live.
Anyway, so I put it in his mailbox
Yes.
and left it for him. I told his girlfriend, though, and I think his girlfriend was like, hey, Dallas might be playing a joke on you. So I think a little bit of it was like, he got it a little bit. But I had fun with it. And I think in the end, he had fun with it too, but probably a little bit too much on my end.
It's pretty funny, though.
Yeah, it was good. It was only good fun. I wasn't trying to be a dick. He was later on. He was D2 national champion in the weight throw. So he was legitimately good enough.
What did he do? He threw?
Yeah, he was a thrower.
What did he throw?
Weight and hammer.
What is a weight throw? I've never.
Same thing as hammer, but it's a 35-pound ball and there's not a chain or there's not a wire.
Like shot put?
No,
Oh, it's not the same?
nothing like shot put.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen the hammer throw? The ball and the wire?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing, just there's no wire and the ball doesn't weigh 16 pounds. It weighs 35
And you're
pounds.
just holding the ball?
Basically. On a handle.
That's incredible.
Yeah. It's heavy as shit.
It's like throwing a kettlebell.
Oh, worse. Dude, it's heavy.
How far did he throw it?
He threw it over 70 feet. Yeah. I only ever threw it like 55. I was like, he was legit. I was like scratching the surface. Yeah, I was bad. I don't know whoever gave me a scholarship. I don't know that they deserve their job.
Meow, let's not downgrade yourself.
No, I was bad. Anyway, let's jump right into basketball.
I want to go with women's NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I'm all about it. Let's ride.
Okay, Caitlin Clark, incredible.
Oh.
Like,
Dude, that girl can hoop.
she can ball now.
Yeah. Let's start it off like this. We all know who won.
Yeah.
We all know everything that went down. And if you don't, you should definitely educate yourself because there's a lot of shit that went down. Thoughts on how LSU conducted themselves? I'm 50-50. I'm on the fence.
So, I used to like Kim Mulkey when she coached Baylor. I thought she was a good coach. Every year they were up there in the tournament playing good. And I said that, like, when we were watching the game or whatever, my dad's like, yeah, I could see it, whatever. And then I was just, like, watching her on the sideline, the way that she coaches and the way that she screams, and she's on the court
She's kind of let it get to her, hasn't she?
90% of the time, and I'm like, that's just annoying. Like, they're bringing the ball up, and they're playing defense, and she's, like,
Basically on the court.
in front of the ref. I'm like, you're 3 feet on the court, dude. Like, I get, like, coaches come out of their coach's box to go in front of the scorer's table. That's fine. When you're, like, walking, like, it was, like, from me to you, and folks that can't see, it's, like, 3.5 feet between me and Dallas. Like, and if I'm the end line, like, she's, like, 3 full steps, almost on the 3-point line at some points. And I'm like, what? Like, we're not doing anything about that? So that was kind of annoying.
Absolutely. I do think, like, she's done a hell of a job.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
2 years, quick turnaround.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah. Thought process on Angel Reese post game.
You got a comment about that, Dylan?
I do. See, I don't mind it completely.
Yeah.
My only issue with it is I just don't see when Caitlin Clark did it. She did the wave her hand in her face, John Cena thing against Louisville. It wasn't directed.
Was it
anybody.
Louisville or South Carolina?
It was Louisville.
Okay.
And she may have done it against South Carolina too, but she did it.
I think she only
Louisville.
did it once.
And she was walking back to her bench, and so she did it.
Well, and she'd probably. I think she'd just gone for 42, right?
Right. Reese, I get it. You're celebrating a national championship, win the emotions. I don't.
Well,
care.
go celebrate with your team. Is
Right.
where I'm at with it.
And that's how I think. She's up and she's doing it directed at Caitlin.
Oh, she followed her.
Face. Yeah.
She followed her like a puppy dog for 15
And
seconds.
that's what my point is
Well-
I don't think Caitlin ever said anything to her. She never did anything directed towards Angel Reese. And then she, at the end of the game is doing it to her when she never did it. She never said anything bad about it. At the end of the game, LSU kept talking about how she can't disrespect them. I never once saw a thing where Caitlin Clark said anything about LSU.
No.
They were all upset the way that she defended South Carolina and the things that, like, why
That's a scouting
she's
report.
trying to win a Final Four game. Why does she have to go guard the girl behind the three-point line if she can't shoot? You know, and they all felt disrespected because the way she guarded South Carolina. That just doesn't make any sense. Like, why do you feel that's
Well, and the thing is like, to an extent, you got to respect game. Like she literally just went off for 30, and you're trying to. Not only did she go off for 30, she went off for 30, and she just lost the national championship game. I'm sure she's a roller coaster of emotions. Why do you got to follow her?
Yeah.
And be doing like the size them up ring thing, and I get it. Like LSU might have felt disrespected, whatever, but there's no reason for that. And I'm not standing up for either side of it. I'm just like. Everybody on Twitter, on the Twitter world, is like, well, I can show you 15 instances of a guy doing this. It's only a big deal because it's a girl. No, that has nothing to do with it. Just show some class, like on either side of it. And to be honest with you, Caitlin Clark probably shouldn't have done it in the first place. Like, I'm not saying she should have or shouldn't have, but like, I don't know. I stand on both sides of it because, like, I get being mad and I would get if they were the underdog. They were the 3 seed. I was a 2 seed. So it's not like they were both probably a little bit of an underdog. None of them were 1 seeds. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I think it was just excessive because she kept doing it.
Yeah, she just followed.
If she'd have walked by her and did it once, it'd have been like, oh, she's, you know. But then she literally just kept going at her and following her around instead of just leaving it alone. And you proved your point. You beat her. You did your thing. You proved your point. Like,
right.
Just leave it alone. Like, I think she just went too far with it.
Right.
Is where I kind of had an issue with it, more than her doing it. I didn't mind her doing it, other than she just kept going. So that's where
I hear you. I'm kind of right with you.
Yeah. Because I like showing emotion. You know, that's just
Absolutely.
I think
that's part of the game.
And you won a national championship against a girl that that's all who everyone's talked about for the last however many weeks. I get it. You want to prove a point. Like, Angel Reese is one of the best players in the country.
There's no doubt.
So she I think maybe had something to prove there, and that's why she might have directed it at Caitlin. But at the same time, I didn't think she had to keep doing it as much as she did.
And here's another tidbit about it. LSU had literally just won their first national title in basketball in general.
Right.
So don't let it be about you. Let it be about what you guys did as a whole. Like, Angel Reese didn't win the game by herself.
I think they made it about Caitlin. I mean, the whole
Absolutely.
Post game, everyone, they were talking about what Caitlin said or what Caitlin did instead of what they did. They didn't. Even now they win a national championship. Everyone all is talking about is Caitlin Clark still.
Yeah.
Because they made it about her by doing that type of stuff. It's not about LSU winning national. It's about what happened with Caitlin Clark.
Right. Well, and let's backtrack a little bit and talk about. Did either of you guys watch the game at all?
Yes.
I know you did, Scooter, right? Parts?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I watched the whole thing with Pops.
Okay. I did not watch it. I was at the zoo with my daughter and wife. But I did see a bunch of replays. Let's talk about how bad the officiating was.
Horrible.
Might have been the worst officiated game I had seen
On both sides.
ever. And I agree, both sides.
Yes.
100%. I do think, like, first half, atrocious. Each team had 2 starters sitting out because they were in foul trouble. Towards the back half and towards the second half, I think it was completely one-sided in my opinion. It was way more toward LSU's favor. And, I mean, that's like – there's spurts in a game where, like, things are going to happen. But you have Iowa's big girl. And I'm not saying these weren't fouls. I'm saying that, like, a couple were maybe ticky-tacky and all this and what goes on here. But – you had Iowa's number 2, their big girl Sinesco or something. I can't remember. It's like
Sonano.
Yep, she fouled out with 6.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So then you need Caitlin Clark to put up 20 more after that if you don't have an inside presence, especially with Angel Reese, the best offensive rebounder in the country. Period. So with that happening, Iowa's kind of.
Well, I also think there's an issue at the end of the first half that the best player on each team is sitting.
Yes.
Because Caitlin's got 3 fouls at the end of the first half, and Angel Reese has 2. And I know people, they don't realize this, but officials do that. on purpose. They don't want those two girls to get those many fouls. Like, there's officials that you watch big times men's games, the best players don't get in foul trouble because unless they are blatant fouls, they let them get away with stuff because that's who people are there to watch.
Right.
And, like, that game sold tickets and made views because of Caitlin Clark and because of Angel
Well, they played where the Mavericks play,
Yes.
and it was sold out.
Yeah. People want to watch Caitlin and Angel. Like
Which
that.
I don't think. I don't know.
Watch.
I don't know much about like the history of the women's title game, but I don't know that that's happened in a while, has it?
I don't know.
And most years it's like, hey, this is gonna be a blowout because South Carolina's gonna win it, Baylor's gonna win. Just most years.
This was the first time, and I don't know if it's ever how long that
Number 1 seed hadn't played for it.
Well, but the national championship had more views than the NBA All Star game.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
didn't realize that.
That's a cool stat.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
I read somewhere that the lowest ticket for the men's national championship game was as low as $66 or something, way up in the boonies, and the girls was like $343. Was the lowest it's secondarily sold.
Way less seating though.
No,
There's gonna be like 6.
I agree. I'm just saying I don't.
I mean, they're at NRG. It's gonna be probably close to 80,000 in there.
Look, I don't know the facts. I just read the tweet.
And the Dallas Maverick Stadium is probably what 16 to 20 somewhere in there.
I just think that women's basketball had a big platform yesterday,
Yeah.
and they really shat down their leg, if you ask me, with the way the officiating was.
I agree to an extent because there is an old marketing thing that always says any news is good news. So I think it brought people to say, hey, I watched it last year. It was freaking insane, terrible, but I still watched it. I'm going to watch it again next year,
I mean, yeah, you could, or you could be like, "Wow, the officiating was so bad that I don't want to watch it."
It's just like when somebody gets into the college football playoff and gets fucking boat raced. They get in the next year, and it's like, but people still watch the boat racing. They get in next year, like, well, they got boat raced last year. They're probably going to get boat raced again, but I'm still going to watch it.
Yeah, but football.
No, I'm not. I know that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it's a concept. You know what I'm saying? People got attached to watching the game yesterday. I was seeing shit all over Facebook. Yes, but there's like, and I get she's a generational player, but there's going to be not just like her every year, but there's going to be more people that are to her extent, but not as good. Down the line, there's going to be somebody just as good as her, I'm sure.
I know 5 women's basketball.
I stopped playing MLB The Show to watch that Final Four game. When I turned on Twitter and saw what she was doing, I turned that game on. I don't think I've ever done that in my life. I quit playing.
I know I would have been tuned in if I was at home. I would have been tuned in.
I mean, it was insane.
So, moving on to that was good. I like that. That was good talk. Moving on to the men's Final Four.
If UConn doesn't win by elite, my point spread for them tonight is 9.
Let's back up. Let's back up. How about the FAU San Diego State game?
Why?
Dude, I was like, I put in my mind before the game even started. I said San Diego State is going to run away with this game, and then FAU jumps out to a 10-point lead, and then they're up by 14. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, what is about to happen here? Like, this is going to be a 9 seed against a 5 seed in the freaking national title.
Go up and show up.
Well, they've been doing it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you say UConn's going to run with it. I'm like, dude,
I'm not saying
San Diego State freaking defense is they're tough.
I know, but UConn's had a top 10, top 7 defense all year.
I'm not disagreeing with that. But San Diego State has made shots when they need to, i.e. with 2 freaking seconds left in the game.
I agree.
See how stepping out of bounds?
Yep.
No, I didn't.
I mean, less than.
Oh, wow. I didn't even see that.
So close.
Wow.
Incredible.
Wow.
I think it'll be a good game because it's the national championship game. I do think, though, however, I'm going to set my line for UConn at 9.5.
UConn wins by 7, but I think San Diego State makes it interesting at the end, but UConn kind of pulls away a little bit to close it out.
Yeah.
UConn's maturity and UConn's
Now, talk about
depth.
not wanting to watch the game. I could have cared less about the UConn-Miami game. I saw the first couple minutes, and I was like, dude, I'm out.
See,
I went to bed.
They limited Miami being able to make anything.
Didn't Nigel Pack get kind of banged up in the first couple minutes?
No, he broke his shoe in the second half. He was out like 4 minutes.
I'm pretty sure he rolled his ankle or something in the first 4 minutes. Because I know he was out on the bench for a minute.
But see, I don't remember that because I bet on him to score like
Maybe I'm wrong.
12 maybe. So if he was sitting out, I would have been like, oh, come on.
Yeah. Anywho, 8:20 start time tonight.
Yeah,
San Diego State, UConn. I'll go with you, Scooch. I think UConn's going to win. I'm not going to put a point on it.
Put a point on it.
UConn by 7. So UConn.
I think the line's smaller than that. I don't know what's that.
Give us a solidified 6.5. Y'all want a solidified score? Like
You're 6.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what the line is. Well,
I'm gonna go 62-71.
Go a little more low scoring.
First of all, what do you guys think the line is?
Like,
Mine. Okay. UConn favorites by what?
8.
are they the favorites?
Yes.
8.5.
What do you think, Scoocher?
Are you surprised by it?
Oh no,
No.
no! I did see this earlier.
Oh, you already saw it?
No,
Okay.
I don't remember the number. But go ahead. I don't want to.
7.5.
It's 7. What do you think the over/under is?
135.
40.
It's 131.5. So that's going to be two defense. Obviously, we know that. So I'm excited to watch it. Shit, it could be a blowout. I don't know.
I think they defend too well.
I don't see it being a blowout, but like you said, at times it looked like FAU was going to blow San Diego State out.
Here's what I will say. Both teams, they've only lost combined to 14 games this season. So it's going to be two teams that know how to win. So let's see. What else? Opening weekend.
Let's go.
Brewers are hot.
Young guys playing amazing. Bryce Terang.
I saw my guy Gus Varlin pitch. How did he do?
Good. He's been good out of the bullpen.
Good. So I don't know if I told you the story. His brother pitched for the Wind Surge last year, and they pitched against each other the first time. Gus came out of the pen and Louis started the game, but it was like a spot start, and Gus came out of the pen, because he is a starter,
Right.
but. The next time the Drillers came to town, they both started on the same night. So I had to go get both of them, and I had to get them for an interview for MLB. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, the young guys for the Brewers have looked amazing. It's been scored 10 runs today, 9 runs against the Cubs.
10 runs today.
Yeah,
Scooter, that's tough.
but
Scooter had him for
played the Mets.
8 runs.
8.5.
Wow.
What was the total? 10. It. Yeah, he was.
Coming back from injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Twinnies are 3-0. They just started 12 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So they played a struggling Royals team. I couldn't tell you that. It's been blacked out. Yeah, because they're playing the Royals at the Royals, so couldn't watch it. Scoocher, how do the Cubbies do? Struggled 1-3, right? 1-2.
1-2. One opening day at Wrigley.
That's always a must.
That was good. Dansby showed up that day. Marcus Stroman gets the win. They're all right. Missing Seiya Suzuki right now.
Yeah.
I think he's a good bat in the lineup to
Has
have.
Hosmer played at all?
He played opening day.
He did.
I'd like to see somebody better at catcher right now. They got Jan Gomes. Nick Madrigal at third. He's all right.
Yeah.
He'll be fine for us. Probably the hottest batter on the lineup though is Nico Horner, leadoff.
Nice.
Not a lot of people know who that is.
No, I'm not familiar.
I think we got 3 dudes that are. I think Ian Happ's been constant. Ian Happ's great.
Happ always hits against the Brewers.
Ian Happ's just good.
I tell you
Always hits
what,
against the Brewers.
and you guys can correct me if you think I'm wrong, but just collectively throughout the whole league, I don't know if it's switching hands, but the young guys are really playing well to start the season. Doesn't matter what organization, just all across the board. I think all the, like for instance, Nolan Gorman for the Cardinals hit freaking 2 2-run bombs in yesterday's game. Jordan Walker for the Cardinals also is freaking killing it.
I disagree. The Royals suck right now.
Bobby Witt 0
Yeah.
for 10. to start the year.
I'm just kidding.
No,
I know where you're coming from. I'm just saying for the Royals, absolutely not.
Yeah. Well, maybe it is organization by organization, but he's a freak, dude.
But young guy.
Dude, he's got like green eyes. You seen him? Yeah.
Got gorgeous eyes.
Gorgeous.
Cubs are up 3-0 right now.
How?
Wow.
I'm gonna get
What's that? End of one?
Bellinger 3-run home.
Cody Bellinger.
Cody B, baby.
Anyway,
Well, he's an older guy, and he was over to start out.
That was his first hit. He's
That-
.83 right now.
he's up with the Cubs.
.083.
In that way, that's wild.
Hall of Fame Tulsa Driller.
I think they're
Nico Horner and Dansby were on.
See?
Got hits.
top of the line. That top of the
We
line.
need to start doing updates on the minor leagues too. They start AAA broke ground tomorrow. Well, I guess they're starting tomorrow. St. Paul Saints canceled their first game already because of snow. What are you doing?
Because of COVID?
Snow.
Novid.
Snowvid. Tested positive
How
for
many?
positive snow. They got 9 last week and they're getting 3 tomorrow. So I don't even know if Wednesdays.
I'm pretty good at measuring 3. And
It's a big.
Are you?
yes.
Anyway, but yeah, we'll get some minor league stuff on here next week. We are bring it back to me. Bring it back. Wind it up.
Rainbow sour strips, folks.
Sour strips. We're still trying to get a hold of you.
And this, Dylan, read what that says right there that I'm pointing to. It is a what flavor?
New flavor.
New flavor, folks.
Smell test.
So we're about to dive right into these sour strips. Remember on Box Truck Talk, normal Box Truck Talk last week, we tried the mango. We were not too fond of the mango.
Oh,
Initial
boy.
thoughts? Scoochie's giving a sniff, like a scratch and sniff smell.
I try to think. If I had to guess, it smells like the blue raz.
Is it a mixture of all of them?
No, they have to be their own flavor. Doesn't it? I think it smells like the blue raz. Blue raz and strawberry combination.
I agree.
What do they call it when you
Add all the pops.
yeah, what's that called?
Suicide.
I think it's called
Suicide. Oof. By the way, suicide hotline. I don't know the number. I'm sorry. I can edit that out if we need to.
Wow. I just think that's a little distasteful from across the desk.
All right. So, first initial thought, I do think it is the 4 flavors put together.
You just fingered my strip, man. I'm going first. I haven't gone first.
All right, Scoocher, it's all you. Actually, I think you did go first with the mango, but neither here nor there. Yeah, you did. You definitely did. How is it? Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
I think the folks can taste it from home. Refreshing?
Is that mint?
No.
Oh, try it.
All right,
Oh.
going in.
Their tune is definitely not minty, folks. That's a good strip.
It's definitely all of them put together.
You think so?
I got the hint of mango in there.
Least sour of the ones I've had.
Absolutely.
Makes it my favorite.
Really?
Definitely, yeah. It's definitely all, it's like 4 different flavors put together.
Folks, you didn't see it back home, though, but Dallas and Dylan were beat each other's strips like baby birds. It was disgusting in the studio.
Easy. All right, don't make it too graphic.
I'm kidding. I don't know why I said that.
All right, folks. That is our show this week on Unloading the Box Truck. Check back in with us next week.
Got a big show coming up there?
NBA playoffs coming up.
Yep.
Ah, man, I wish I could get into it.
I can get into the playoffs a little bit. Oh!
We'll work our way.
I'm going to my first ever NBA game this weekend. OKC Thunder played John Morant's Glock
On
in OKC.
Easter? On Easter?
Yeah, Sunday. I know.
No, I don't. Don't let me try and like.
Shout out my cousin Maddox. April 1st was his birthday.
Greg?
No,
Oh,
Maddox.
Greg Maddox. Yeah.
No.
Oh, go ahead.
Maddox Riley.
Braves pitcher.
How original. Same last name as you, dude.
No, that's my first name. Numbnuts.
Oh. Now that's coincidental.
I haven't felt them for years. But listen, so it's his birthday, April 1st.
April Fools.
Text him. Yes. Said, hey, happy birthday. What is that?
Where's that music coming from?
I love it.
Men's college basketball. Are you playing something over there?
I was playing something in the background. Sorry, folks.
Come on. I bet that's kind of cool. We should start doing that a little bit. Okay, so his birthday, April 1st, text him, said, happy birthday, bro, love you. Said, thanks, man, appreciate it. And he, for his birthday, his parents, surprised him with tickets, an allotment of, 5 tickets.
Wow.
Knowing that his parents were like, hey, we got you an extra ticket to bring a friend. Go ahead and get with them and ask them because it's Easter weekend, so if they have plans, we need to know. It's like, all right, I will. 5 seconds later, I guess he, then asked Uncle Matt, he goes, can I bring Riley? And Uncle Matt's like, yeah, that'd be sick. So he calls me 2 minutes after I text him. And they're like, hey, this Sunday, what are you doing? I'm like, well, football-wise, nothing. I'm like, what do you got? And they're like, you want to go to OKC to a Thunder game? And Mac's like, yeah, dude, they play the Grizzlies. I'm like, oh.
Go Glocks.
Excited to say the least.
Y'all back?
Got a Royals game tomorrow, too.
Just yell at Dylan Brooks the whole time.
Say what?
Trash! Like Russell Westbrook.
All right, let's get out of here. What do you think, guys?
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time.
Go Brewers.
Yeah, hey, don't forget before we get out of here, hit that like button, smash the follow.
And Giannis for MVP.
Whatever that means, hit the subscribe button as well. We'll see you guys next week on Unloading the Box Truck with yours truly, Scoochie Dean, Pickle, and D-Money. Peace.
Peace.
No, I'm not saying it.
All right, peace.